bar.
I did. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, shut up.
Space bar.
I did.
Escape.
Space bar.
Oh, you gotta
Just a minute,
clear
just a
that.
minute.
There you go.
There we
Now
go.
space.
It's not my computer. I hit oh, they're all black. I couldn't hit the right thing. Okay. We did call to order and introductions.
One.
That's right. You wanted to do something before
Yeah.
we did this.
Introduce it. Yeah. Hi, good morning. Before we go any further, I want to make sure everyone recognizes our two visitors from Lawton Amateur Radio Club. They're up here talking about online or electronic VE testing. And I guess you folks have started it.
3 years.
Been doing it for 3 years and have offered to show us how they do it so we can possibly adopt it. Anyway, moving forward, how many people stay up at night wondering about your amateur radio call sign?
Huh.
Weird.
Right
I
now
don't.
you've got cause.
Your call sign's very important. It's also very unique. There is only one WA9AFM, and for some people that's a good thing. There's only one N5OK. There's only one AD5BU. Your call sign is totally unique. You're the only person in the whole wide world that has that call sign. Satisfies not only legal requirements from the FCC, but also socialization. Think about how many people you know by their call sign. You haven't a clue what their last name is. You don't know where they live, etc., but you know their call sign.
You might not even know the last name of your next door neighbor.
Yeah, that's true, especially if they have a call sign. But what we're going to look at today is a video by Mike Ritz. Mike has quite a few videos on YouTube about the history of amateur radio. One of them runs an hour and 40 minutes.
Tell
I
me
don't
that's not
think
the
we
one
want
we're
to
watching
sit for that long.
How long is this one?
But this one's 20 minutes. Okay, so you get a chance to get up and run to the bathroom. But it's very interesting to see how our call sign structure developed. He goes way back to when there was no FCC, there was no call sign regulation, and moves forward. In fact, he's going to show the very first call book, and Coy is not in it.
Neither am I.
I think Mac was, I don't know. But it's very interesting to see how our call sign structure developed and get a better understanding where the call sign came from. And also you get a little bit of history where at one point amateur radio was almost totally shut down in the United States. So give me a moment to do a little magic, electronic magic, and we'll start it. Okay,
Thanks,
there
Tom.
you
That was
have it.
interesting.
You saw where we came very close to losing our hobby right after World War One. So it's very important that we adhere to FCC regulations, good operating practice, not only how we operate on the air, but our spectral purity of our equipment and taking care of that valuable asset, the public airwaves that we are allowed to use for free. Well, $35 for 10 years, okay. But it's a public asset that we've been allowed to use, and it's very important to us. So, I am now Terry Smith, okay? Terry's bowling in Tucson, Arizona right now, so we'll go over some of the contesting. Here's the November contest coming up. Of course, the ARRL sweepstakes. Keep in mind, that is on the weekend. We go back to, our daylight saving time ends, we lose an hour. So keep an eye on your Zulu clocks. Of course, we worked all Europe RTTY and 1010 Digi, Japanese DX phone, and the April ARRL sweepstakes phone get on that, work to, what are we up to now, Hal? 58 sections or
80 some odd,
a whole bunch?
83 or more.
Yeah. If you get a clean sweep, you win a coffee mug.
Anybody can get it if they apply for it. They do not look at logs.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm Steve Duskin. Steve's up in Kansas right now. These are some of the preliminary stats from Route 66 on the air. We still have a couple of stations that have not reported yet.
Number 2. Yay.
Cool.
And so far, to this point, the grand total of contacts on Route 66 is just over 72,000. Now, as you probably noticed, Oklahoma City's in the top 6. In fact, right now we're number 2. Number 1, Tribune, Kansas. I think most people are aware, or don't realize, that a small portion of Route 66 goes through Kansas. And
Several hundred
that's where those
miles.
folks were operating from. And I don't know who they sent up there and what equipment they had, but they got 9,600 contacts. We were number 2 with 6,200. So we moved up from 5 last year to 2 this year. So who knows? We may, if we work it right. And remember, next year for Route 66, that's a centennial year. It was founded in 1926, or commissioned in 1926. We're doing probably some special events to celebrate the centennial. Okay.